Hi, welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. I'm Nicole, and today I'll be guiding you through a 60-minute yin yoga class. Yin is a more passive style of yoga in which we hold the poses for an extended period of time without warming up the body. This focuses more on the myofascial tissue, also renewing the energy in the body and promoting flexibility and a healthy flow of qi. In today's class, we're going to bring our minds to the second niyama, santosha. Santosha is practicing contentment instead of dwelling on what we used to have or seeking out the objects we desire and assume those objects will make us happy. We can appreciate the beauty that already surrounds us, the gifts we have already been blessed with. The gift of this human life. Master Patanjali mentions in the Yoga Sutras, chapter 2, verse 42. In Sanskrit, it's santoshat anutamah sukha labha. If you stay contented, then you achieve happiness, which is unsurpassed. Now, we shouldn't feel that we can't have nice things or beautiful things in our lives, but to remember where they are coming from. Because if we think they are self-existent from their own side, bringing us happiness, then we will always remain in the state of ignorant craving or desire. And that inevitably leads us to pain and suffering. But when we understand that they are really ripening in our world from our goodness, out of the kindness we put onto the world and into the world, then happiness is always there for us. Therefore, we have contentment, santosha. So let's set our intention for the class. Please find a comfortable seated position and close your eyes when you're ready. Taking a moment to set our highest intention for our practice. Maybe dedicating our practice to somebody in our lives that needs a little extra love today. And we'll start with our first pose, dragonfly pose. I do recommend grabbing some props like blankets or some yoga blocks. You can really use anything, pillows, towels. We're gonna allow gravity just to do the work for us in the poses rather than actively hold them. So I'm sitting on a yoga block now, and I like to use a couple blocks or blankets to put my head onto when I'm folding forward. So we're gonna bring our legs out to the side for wide-legged forward folds. And then just placing anything. Props aren't absolutely necessary, but they might make the practice more comfortable for you. So I like to put the blocks to rest my head onto, and then just resting the arms on the ground. We'll be here for 5 minutes. So just ease into the pose, get comfortable, and when you're settled, coming into stillness here. Connecting with the breath, noticing the sensations in the body, connecting with the breath, noticing the cool air entering your nostrils, filling the body, expanding the body, and noticing the warm air as you exhale. Maybe even you could hear your heartbeat. We're going to try to really keep our concentration in the present moment throughout our practice. Using our body as an anchor in the present moment. Releasing tension in the body through our practice. Sending the breath to where you feel any tension in the body. Really connecting with this contentment of the present moment, of these beautiful seeds that ripened for us to be doing our practice today. If you need to adjust your props at any time throughout the class, just do so and then go back into stillness. Sometimes I like to go a little deeper into the pose halfway through. Two more minutes here. Slowly coming up, placing your props to the side, bringing the legs together, and we're gonna lay back. In between each pose, we're going to take a rebound pose, usually in Shavasana. So laying back down on the mat, and we'll be here just for a minute. This allows the body to redisperse the energy in the body. So just notice any differences you're feeling. Just watching and connecting with your body, with this vessel that's taking us through our journey. Try to keep a light smile throughout your practice. You can notice that it helps you breathe easier and also releases the side channels at the forehead, the Ida and Pingala channel. These channels cause knots in our central channel. And by opening up the knots, our energy flows more freely in the central channel, the channel of love and compassion. Okay, and then coming up for our next pose, we're gonna go into frog pose. So I like to put a blanket in front of my mat here. And then also I like to put an extra blanket on my mat for my knees. Put this one in front. And then from here, we'll go into tabletop position. And then bringing our knees out to the side, just as wide as you can. And then your feet should be in line with your knees here. Here you have the option to keep your arms extended. If you like, you can use blocks for your forearms or go directly down. See what option feels good for you. And when you're ready, settle into stillness. We'll be here for 4 minutes. You can close the eyes. I like to keep my eyes closed throughout my practice. It just helps me to be able to really concentrate on the present moment and really connect with my body. And just listen to what feels good for you. Keeping that light smile. Watching the new sensations in the body. Sending the breath to where you feel any tightness in the body. If you want to adjust your props at any point, just do so and then come back into stillness. If your mind wanders, just gently bring it back and rejoice in the fact that you've noticed and you were able to bring it back. This is part of the exercise in strengthening our concentration. The more we bring the mind back, the stronger our concentration gets. One more minute here. Really try to connect with santosha, this contentment of being in this present moment, doing our practice. Letting everything else go for now. Slowly coming up, bringing one knee in at a time. And again, placing our props to the side. We're gonna go back for our rebound pose in Shavasana. Relaxing the body down and just allow it to melt into the mat. Noticing any difference in the body. And slowly coming up. And we'll go into our next pose, saddle pose. So we're going to bring our feet over to the side and then sit on the mat. And here you can, if you'd like, you can use a blanket or a bolster, or you can just come all the way back onto the mat. Whatever feels good for you. You can test it out. You can use yoga blocks as well. And then settling into the pose. We'll be here for 3 minutes in this pose. Connecting with the breath. Staying content in the now. Using this time to strengthen our focus and our understanding. When we're able to keep our concentration and keep our mind on the nature of our reality, how our thoughts, our speech, and our actions bloom into our reality and create our reality, we're able to plant more beautiful seeds of love and compassion, kindness, generosity, understanding that things are not self-existent. We've planted everything in our reality, and we're able to create the most beautiful reality through acting with understanding. Slowly coming up, bringing our props to the side. Extending our legs on the mat. And coming back down for Shavasana rebound pose. Be here for about a minute. Just watch and notice the new sensations in the body. Notice the shift in the flow of energy. Couple more breaths here. And slowly coming up for our next pose, swan pose. We'll start with coming into downward facing dog. And from here, bringing our right knee to our right wrist and the right foot towards the left wrist. And then releasing the leg down. If you need to, you can bring a prop underneath to help you. Or you can use some blocks for your arms. Arms can be extended. You can go on your forearms or all the way down to the mat. See what option works for you. And then coming into stillness, we'll be in this pose for 3 minutes on each side. Connecting with the breath. As the body opens up through the poses, maybe you could go a little deeper, going down all the way to the mat. Just listen to your body. One more minute here. And slowly coming up. To come out of the pose, we're going to curl our left toes under and then come back to downward facing dog. And we'll go directly into the other side, bringing our left knee in towards our left wrist and then our foot towards the right wrist, releasing the leg down. And then using whichever props you need to support you and settling into the pose. Usually one side is a little different than the other. And each day is different. Coming into stillness, connecting with your breath, sending it to where you feel tension in the body, releasing tension in the body throughout our practice. If your mind wanders, just gently bring it back. Being kind and gentle with ourselves throughout our practice. Using this time to use our thoughts with understanding and strengthen our concentration. Bring our energy to wisdom and love. One more minute here. And slowly coming up, curling our right toes under, coming into downward facing dog. Here you can walk it out a little bit, bring one knee in at a time. And then bringing our knees down to the mat, extending our legs forward and coming into our rebound pose, Shavasana. Relaxing the body onto the mat, connecting with the breath. And then for our next pose, we'll go into waterfall pose. So grabbing a block, if you have, or a blanket, It's not necessary, but I like to put it under my lower back, and then we're gonna extend the legs up to reverse the blood flow a little bit. We'll be here for 5 minutes. If you're near a wall, you can also put your legs up directly on the wall. Keeping that light smile throughout the practice. Staying connected with the breath. This pose is really good for the heart, reversing the blood flow in the body. If your mind wanders, just gently bring it back. Remember your intention for the practice. Feeling the support of the mat underneath us. Remembering the support of Mother Earth as we go through our practice and our journey, giving us the space to have this experience of this human life. Coming to a place of gratitude. When we bring our mind to gratitude, this helps us be more content, especially if we're bringing our mind to gratitude with understanding the nature of our reality. Two more minutes here. You're doing great. Rejoice in the practice and doing the practice and the journey. I'm grateful to be planting these beautiful seeds with you and to be able to share this practice. One more minute here. Slowly bring the feet onto the mat, moving any props that you have, and extending the legs onto the mat, coming into Shavasana for a 1 minute rebound pose. Noticing any new sensations, just watching the body as we go through our practice. This is our time to really connect with our body. Next, we're going to stretch our sides with banana asana. So bringing our arms up over our head, and then we're going to bring our feet and our hands over to the right side. So putting a stretch on the left side of the body here. Just as far as you feel the stretch. Not pushing ourselves too hard, just the right amount. When you feel the sensation, you're doing the practice. And it takes time to build your practice. So it's important to listen to your body, not overdo it. Be here for 3 minutes on each side. The timer's off. Thank you. Breathing into that left side of the body. Releasing any stagnant energy. Bringing new energy into the body. Keeping that light smile. Connecting with the breath. Staying in the present moment. And coming back to center. And then we'll go directly into the other side, bringing our Feet over to the left and our hands over to the left, putting a stretch on the right side of the body. Opening up the right side of the body. Breathing into the right side. Releasing stagnant energy. Bringing new energy in. Staying connected with the breath, with the body. Keeping our concentration in the present. A few more breaths here. And coming back to center. And bring the arms over to the side and coming into Shavasana, rebound pose for 1 minute. Just watch the body and notice any differences. And from here, we'll go into our next pose, happy baby pose. So grabbing our feet and then bringing our knees in towards the armpits. If you need to, you could use a strap here or just grab your legs. We'll be here for 4 minutes. Just coming into stillness here. If your legs shake a little bit, that's completely normal. Keeping that light smile on your face. Only have 1 more pose to go after this. You're doing great. Staying with the breath. Throughout the poses, we're extending and compressing different parts of the body, and this moves the energy in the body. Two more minutes here. One more minute to go. A few more breaths here. And gently releasing the legs back down onto the mat and coming in for Shavasana, rebound pose. Noticing the shifts in the body. Energy flowing back to the parts of the body that were compressed. Body completely relaxed. And slowly coming up for our last pose, we'll do camel pose. So coming up, you can curl your toes under here if you'd like, and place your hands on your lower back, opening up the chest. If you'd like to, you can grab your heels here, or you could also use blocks on your legs and release the toes down. Just see what feels good for you. Or on the side, you can put them. Just listen to your body. And you can even stay with this first option, just having the arms on the back. We'll be here for 3 minutes. This pose can be a little intense, so if you need to come out of the pose, just do so, and then you can meet us in a child's pose. Staying connected with the breath. Keeping that light smile, especially good in this pose. You need to lighten the pose a little bit. You can adjust and then just come back into stillness. Or you can go deeper. Just listen to your body. "30 more seconds here." And then coming back, you can, to come out, you can bring your hands back to your lower back. And then we're just gonna sit back and come into a child's pose for a rebound pose. And slowly coming up, extending the legs onto the mat and coming in for our final Shavasana. Relaxing the body. Relaxing the face. Relaxing the eyebrows, the eyes. Relaxing the jaw and the tongue. Relaxing your shoulders and your arms. Relaxing the hands and each finger. Relaxing the chest and the belly. Relaxing the hips and the legs. Relaxing the knees and the feet. Relaxing each toe. Whole body completely relaxed. Taking a moment in Shavasana to rejoice in all the goodness we created through our practice. any goodness we did today throughout our day. Coming back to the breath, bringing our awareness to our body and the space in our body. Starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bringing the arms above the head, giving yourself a nice long stretch. And then coming on to lay on the side. And slowly pushing yourself up to a seated position. Bringing our hands to our heart center. And let's seal our practice by bringing to mind our intention that we set in the beginning of the practice. And we'll send that out with one Om together. Taking a deep inhale. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you.